When we think of Halloween, we think of pumpkins glowing in the dark, ghosts whispering in the wind, and that sweet blend of fright and fun that makes the season so magical. But beyond the haunted houses and horror movies lies a world of animated Halloween treasures, films that capture the spirit of the season with whimsy, chills, and a touch of nostalgia. Today, we're diving into 10 animated films that embody the essence of Halloween, some charming, some spooky, and all unforgettable. So, light your jack-o'-lanterns, and let's begin. 10. The Halloween Tree, 1993. Few animated films understand the soul of Halloween quite like The Halloween Tree. Based on Ray Bradbury's timeless novel, this haunting adventure takes a group of friends on a race against time to save the soul of their dying friend Pip, who has been whisked away by a mysterious spirit named Mr. Moundshroud, voiced by Leonard Nimoy. Their journey spans centuries and cultures, exploring the origins of Halloween traditions around the world. From ancient Egypt's mummification rituals to Celtic festivals honoring the dead, and Mexico's vibrant Dia de los Muertos. Each stop along the way deepens the children's understanding of life, death, and memory. Bradbury's poetic narration, which he wrote and voiced himself, gives the film a deeply emotional core. It's melancholic, magical, and profound. The Halloween Tree isn't about fear. It's about the beauty of remembrance and the thin line between the living and the departed.
Every mouth smiled hideously in some new way. 1,000 grimaces and twice times 1,000 glares of fresh-cut eyes.
9. Cowboy Bebop the Movie, 2001. Set during Halloween on the futuristic streets of Mars, Cowboy Bebop, Knockin' on Heaven's Door, captures a mood that's perfect for the season. A blend of noir mystery, sci-fi melancholy, and supernatural tension. The film follows bounty hunter Spike Spiegel and his crew as they track a mysterious terrorist who's unleashed a deadly nanobot virus on the city. What begins as a hunt soon becomes a psychological cat-and-mouse game filled with eerie imagery. Decaying skyscrapers, flickering jack-o'-lanterns, and chilling silence beneath neon lights. The villain, Vincent Valaju, feels almost spectral, a man trapped between life and death, haunted by his own memories. Combined with Yoko Kanno's haunting jazz score, Cowboy Bebop the movie delivers an atmosphere that feels both dangerous and dreamlike. It's not traditional Halloween, it's cosmic Halloween, painted in smoke and shadow. 8. Extraordinary Tales, 2013. If you could animate Edgar Allan Poe's nightmares, you'd get Extraordinary Tales. This anthology brings 5 of Poe's most iconic stories to life, including The Telltale Heart, The Fall of the House of Usher, and The Facts in the Case of M. Valdemar, each in a unique visual style that mirrors its mood. The film is narrated by legends of horror, Christopher Lee, Julian Sands, and even archival audio of Bela Lugosi, giving each tale a chilling authenticity. Every segment feels like stepping into a different graveyard of imagination. One rendered in Gothic oil paintings, another in expressionistic CGI shadows, another like a stained glass cathedral trembling under stormlight. Rather than rely on cheap scares, Extraordinary Tales embraces atmosphere, silence, whispers, and dread. It's a love letter to literature, art, and the beauty of decay. If Halloween had a soul, this film would be it.
Every instant. The old man's hour has come.
7. Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, 2005. Leave it to Aardman Animations to turn a horror classic into something irresistibly funny. The Curse of the Were-Rabbit takes the legend of the werewolf and replaces it with a giant rabbit. Wallace, the eccentric inventor, and his loyal dog Gromit run a humane pest control business. But when a monstrous were-rabbit begins devouring the town's prized vegetables before the annual giant vegetable competition, the duo must uncover the mystery behind the creature. Filled with playful nods to Frankenstein, King Kong, and the Wolfman, this film perfectly balances spooky atmosphere with British humor. The moonlit sets, gothic castles, and exaggerated shadows give it all the trappings of classic monster cinema, just filtered through plasticine charm. It's cozy, clever, and quintessentially Halloween for all ages. Six. Igor, 2008. What happens when a world full of mad scientists needs an underdog hero? Igor gives us exactly that, a twisted, funny reimagining of the Frankenstein mythos. In a kingdom where evil inventions are the norm, every scientist has a hunchbacked assistant called an Igor. But this Igor, voiced by John Cusack, dreams of breaking free from servitude to become an inventor himself. When his experiment to create life goes wrong, he accidentally gives birth to Eva, a giant, kind-hearted creature who wants to be an actress instead of a monster. It's darkly funny yet surprisingly sweet, filled with Burton-esque visuals and gothic whimsy. The moral is clear. Even in a world obsessed with darkness, kindness can still outshine evil. Igor is perfect Halloween viewing, equal parts creepy, colorful, and charmingly misunderstood. Five. Mad Monster Party, 1967. Before The Nightmare Before Christmas, Rankin Bass gave us this wonderfully bizarre stop-motion monster bash. When Baron Boris von Frankenstein, voiced by Boris Karloff himself, decides to retire, he invites every classic movie monster to his remote island to announce his successor. Dracula, the Mummy, the Creature, and even the Invisible Man all show up, and chaos ensues. The animation is vintage and a bit clunky by modern standards, but that's part of its charm. The film oozes retro Halloween energy, bubbling cauldrons, cobwebbed halls, and skeleton jazz bands. It's campy, colorful, and completely self-aware, making it an unmissable time capsule of 60s monster culture. Four. The Haunted World of El Superbeasto, 2009. Imagine a Halloween movie directed by your favorite heavy metal album cover. That's El Superbeasto. Created by Rob Zombie, this R-rated animated comedy is a wild mashup of horror, grindhouse, and pure absurdity. The story follows El Superbeasto, a washed-up luchador hero, and his sister Susie X as they battle Dr. Satan, a mad scientist trying to raise a demonic bride. Every frame is packed with outrageous humor, monstrous cameos, and colorful chaos. While definitely not for kids, El Superbeasto captures Halloween's mischievous side. The over-the-top fun, the love for old horror tropes, and the gleeful chaos of monsters running amok. It's campy, vulgar, and totally unhinged, in the best possible way. Three. The Legend of the Nahuala, 2007. From Mexico comes a film that blends Halloween spirit with rich cultural folklore. The Legend of the Nahuala follows Leo San Juan, a timid boy who must confront his fears when a witch awakens ancient evil spirits inside a haunted mansion. Inspired by Dia de los Muertos traditions, the movie mixes humor, adventure, and heartfelt emotion, exploring the importance of courage and family. The colorful art style reflects Mexican culture while still capturing the eerie tone of Halloween. Glowing candles, skeletal figures, and whispers from beyond the grave. It's spooky yet uplifting, a film that shows how different cultures celebrate the same mysterious connection between life and death.
Oye, flaquita, ya me quiero ir a mi casa.
2. Vampires in Havana, 1985. A Cuban animated cult gem that's equal parts horror and political satire. The film tells the story of Pepito, a trumpet-playing vampire who accidentally invents a potion allowing vampires to walk in sunlight. But his discovery sparks chaos, with rival vampire mafias and corrupt politicians all vying for control of his formula. With wild animation, jazzy music, and a tongue-in-cheek attitude, Vampires in Havana is an unforgettable cocktail of comedy and chaos. It's a rare Halloween pick that feels more like a night out in a smoky club than a haunted house. Stylish, strange, and irresistibly cool. One. The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993. And finally, no animated Halloween list is complete without The Nightmare Before Christmas. Directed by Henry Selick and produced by Tim Burton, this gothic masterpiece has become the definitive film for both Halloween and Christmas alike. It tells the story of Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town, who discovers Christmas and decides to take it over, with predictably disastrous results. The stop-motion animation remains jaw-dropping, the music by Danny Elfman iconic, and the themes timeless. Identity, purpose, and the longing to belong. It's both spooky and beautiful, eerie yet full of heart, a film that captures Halloween's magic better than any other. Jack's journey reminds us that even in the land of the dead, wonder and hope never truly die.
Santa Claus.
He'll fix things, Jack. He knows what to do.
If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden corners of cinema, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe to Cinemira for more strange, forgotten, and fascinating films. Your support keeps this adventure alive. And trust me, there's so much more to discover together.